Welcome everyone to another edition of Atomic Madness. We have Mr. Tavian here, one half of Atomic Annie. Hello,
Hey,
Mr.
everybody.
Tavian. How are you, sir?
Doing well, doing well. Thanks for having me, Ghost.
Yeah, man, always a pleasure. So, we've got one of their songs keyed up here. This one is called Dimensional Drift. Oh, no. Magenta Moon. Here we go.
Cool.
We'll start with Magenta Moon. Hope you enjoy. Okay. right, brother. Good stuff, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I
So,
always enjoyed that one.
yeah, me too, man. I think that's where you got your little avatar there. Seen it pop up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, probably so.
Yeah, I seen it pop up, and that
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
at the close to the beginning. I was like, oh, there's the thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so man, you guys got an album coming out, man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, yeah, we're deep into and close to the end of pre-production, meaning lyrics have been written. The nice thing about the way we've done Atomic Annie over the years is music has been written because we've been writing it for 5 years. We've got this archive we can go back to, and interestingly, a big chunk of the album's going to end up coming from years 4 and 5, just because that's where a lot of our best material came from. But yeah, uh, we're taking the Atomic Annie storyline that I came up with that uh, uh, Mal Mal came up with a few baseline ideas, and then I built on that, and then from there I just rather than trying to start developing a actual script or anything like that for or storyboarding or anything like that, I just started working on the lyrics. And so it's just a matter of finding music that we have that really works well with the lyrics and then matching them up. And so we've picked all the music, um, and we know what all the vocals are going to sound like. We've got now we're just we've got to put the demos together so that we can give it to the singers that we're going to pick, and they can really take their time to learn them and really internalize the parts. Now, I'm saying this and it's sounding like I'm casting it like Broadway theater, and it's not that. It's not cast. Um, uh, Annie is a character, but that character may be sung by several different female vocalists, just whatever works for the particular song. Same for the much smaller number of songs that'll be male vocals. Um, some of those will be me, some of them will be Mal, but most of them, the character is going to be the conductor. There's really, other than the octave, which is a group of people, there's really only one male character, and that's the conductor.
Oh man, so how many songs have you picked?
Well, it's funny. If we want to really flesh out a longer story, we could go more than one album. But we're working on just album one to start with, and
Focusing on one.
it's 8 songs.
Okay.
And that one's it's going to start with. In fact, the long jam that I've got pulled up tonight was our first performance of this track with vocals on it. And it's a track called Voices Made of Strings. And it basically very quickly introduces the concept of the world you're living in, and then it gets on to Annie's story. Um, and then we've got, I believe track 2 is the octave, which introduces the antagonist group. And then the third song is the conductor, who leads the octave. And song 4, oh, right. I guess I should talk more about the story.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work.
So, let's see. What's a good way to get into this? So, Annie is starts out normal life. The the album, we don't hit every single story beat. You can't really do that without it ending up being musical theater. And so the concept album idea, you're going to have songs that are about characters, songs that are about events, but there's not going to be like a through line of a story per se. Um you'll be able to get it, but it's not going to be like I said. I'm steering away from musical theater as much as possible.
I get it.
And but yeah, so it starts out Annie's normal girl, and in the background is this organization that she's unaware of known as the Octave. They are in control of an ancient device known as the lyre, Lyre. It's an instrument. And the whole structure of the cosmos in this story is musical. And so the very first song starts with the lyrics, the universal chorus sings in whispering voices made of strings, celestial music that composes all eternity. Or yeah, with each vibration, it begins an infinite series of events, reality rising up through limitless possibility. Excuse me. And so that kind of sets up the kind of world we're living in. And then you go to, and somewhere deep inside the harmony, a hidden note was always calling me before the music turned and everything that made me came undone. And so what that means is, what we find out is the octave in the background, they can use the lyre to both read and manipulate reality. And it comes to their attention that something's going to happen, something catastrophic is going to happen. And it seems, after doing all the math, after running all the numbers, it seems the only way to solve this problem is to erase every version of Annie from existence in a multiversal way. It's funny. I started working on this story before the multiverse was the big thing in every science fiction story out there. But so basically, they use the lyre to just evaporate all the Annies. But what they don't expect is there's something unique about our Annie. Not only does she survive, but she begins slipping into these other realities. When she gets there, into each one, she becomes, well, not so much becomes, she absorbs everything about who that Annie was. And so she knows she has all that Annie's memories, all that Annie's abilities. You know, as she slips further away from her original reality, those abilities get more wild because, your nearest neighbor, is going to know how to play the violin when you don't.
Right.
Your neighbor from 16 realities away can fly. That's the idea.
Sweet.
And so she begins uncontrollably and then eventually controlling the ability, slipping between worlds. And the octave and the conductor realized that they didn't.
We created a monster.
They created a problem, not solved it. They basically created the problem they were trying to solve. But so Annie's goal is to basically go from world to world, absorb whatever there was left of that Annie and bring it back to the octave so that they can reconstitute the Annies. And of course, she doesn't want to. She has to do this strategically because she may need to be able to fly to rescue one of the Annies in a different dimension. Right. They're a different reality. Yeah. So there's a lot of that. Like I said, not every one of these story beats is going to be in the album, but you're gonna get introduced to Annie. You're gonna get introduced to the octave, the conductor. You're gonna learn the lyre is actually semi-sentient and much older than anyone knows. And we're going to have a bit of an uneasy alliance between the octave and Annie because they have to work together to fix things. And then the album ends with uh, a bit of a surprise. And so, yeah, that's the nutshell of kind of the world that Annie inhabits and what's going to be going on the first album.
And it's just so cool how the learning the the lore behind it, because a lot of bands and stuff, they don't have much lore. They just have songs that
Yeah,
they do.
yeah,
That's not like a ongoing theme or nothing like that. I mean, some do,
yeah. And
and
there's a few,
those are usually the best bands too. The
yeah,
bands that have like a,
or at
kind
least a
of
per album lore, if not a whole
right.
band
Or
wide
or
lore.
maybe
Yeah,
a sequence of albums, but in the end they all kind of mesh in one way or another, especially live at a show.
yeah, yeah.
you know. So
But yeah, and so as we work on the songs, you'll see us maybe grab an older song. You'll see us reperform something that's kind of old, and then suddenly it has some lyrics for a chorus. The actual album is going to be full songs. It's not going to be big long instrumental jams with just some lyrics here and there. It's going to be kind of normal song length kind of stuff. I say normal. I'm a prog rock fan, so normal to me is longer than 5 to 7 minutes.
right.
But,
Me too, the jam
uh,
band type of guy. I just
yeah, yeah, so
if it
I'm
ain't 17 minutes, it ain't
yeah, we're
jamming
never
yet,
gonna go that long, but they're gonna average probably around 6 minutes
Right.
long.
I mean, most
So
bands, that's what they would do.
yeah.
Even your prog and jam bands, their albums are. So, what do you think about an hour to hour and a half album total?
Well, no, probably not that long,
Not
probably
even
not
that
that
long.
long. Yeah, no, it's probably gonna be kind of an old school length, not saying we would ever be able to afford to get it pressed to vinyl, but it would fit on vinyl.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be around 42 minutes, something like that.
You just
Um
gonna do like digital, or you gonna do maybe like some CDs or
Well, it just all
CDs are kind of
depends,
cheap, huh?
we've yet to set up our crowdfunding, like, I'm still trying to decide which platform to go with, and, it just depends on how much we can raise, we priority number 1 is talent, so we gotta pay singers. Now, Mal's daughter, could be Annie on most tracks, but, hey, we still should pay her. Um, and,
At least offer
yeah,
a
yeah,
percent of the proceeds. Like if the daggum thing takes off and y'all make
right,
millions of
right.
dollars, offer 3% or something. I don't know.
But
That'd be a pretty good chunk.
yeah, but I know that there's at least one song, that just due to the key it's in, but everything's too perfect to change anything about it. But due to the key, it's just gonna have to be someone besides me or Mal. It's just outside my range. It's way
Right.
outside Mal's range. He's a baritone. But I'm a tenor to occasionally contratenor, but not for this song. It needs power and chest voice that I just don't have. I've got it all day long in that range in falsetto, but not in powerful chest voice. But we know a guy. And again, we'd want to pay him. So it all depends on how the crowdfunding goes. We'd want to first hire hire the singers, and then once we've got that secured, we would want to potentially replace the drums with a real drummer. Because while I've done a decent job with the drum programming and they sound good in terms of just audio quality, it's always better to have a live drummer.
Yeah, nothing like the live sound.
Yeah, yeah, and plus it can allow for better, more cohesive transitions from section to section. Um, and then from there, it would be, again, kind of the same thing. The mixes are that Mal and I can do are good. We can mix the album if we need to, but it'd be really nice if we could pay someone to mix it and properly master it. And so all of those things add up, and then once we're to that point, then we can kind of start looking at if we've got money to actually physically release it in any way, or if we just have to go digital. Because even digitally releasing it properly takes money.
Yeah.
So
I know we do a lot of people on here that we promote. They're usually, promoting comic books, not an album, but they do that Kickstarter. And I think you
yeah.
can put anything on Kickstarter and just swing it. I don't think it costs anything. I think
Oh
it's
no,
free.
no, it doesn't cost anything to start a Kickstarter. They take something off the top if you're
If you fund it, yeah.
if you fund it, they take something off the top. We've looked at Kickstarter. I've looked at Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Or not Indiegogo. GoFundMe.
I'm not sure if they do like albums on Fund My Comic. That's a good one, but it may just be comics. I'm not sure.
Probably. It's probably what it says on the tin.
Pops would know more about that one. But I know Kickstarter, a lot of people use that, and you can just put like $1,000 or something up there, and then we'll do you a launch party or something one night. We could like do it here, launch it, and then come back in a month or 2 months, however long you'll do, and do like a closing party, like right when it ends or something. And that'd be cool just to see if we can get it funded,
Yeah, yeah.
If it's not, and if it is, just celebrate,
Yeah. Well, I've done the math, and it gets big quick to do any kind of physical release. I mean, to get it to that point and where it's, and then to actually press it on whatever kind of physical release, it's like a minimum project number of like 7 to 8K. It's nuts. Music production is just really pricey, even when you can do so much of it yourself in your house.
I mean, I think the last band I was in, we just did like burn CDs, and it still was like $1,200 just to do like 100 CDs.
Yeah,
and then we had to weigh like how much should we charge? Should we just charge enough to break even so we get them sold and get them in people's hands,
right?
Or do we, make $1 or $3 off of it, but that might lower sales, because the price is higher, because $12 versus $15 sometimes means a lot. I don't know what, I can't even remember how much we were charging. I think it was like $10 a CD, and they're just burned CDs.
Well, because you can't even charge premium because they're just burned.
So it's just a burned CD at the show, and we had like some raggedy pressed T-shirts, with our stuff, but the CDs sold actually really good, because folks had $10, but they didn't have the $22 for a T-shirt. So, and we weren't Rush, so we didn't sell as many T-shirts. We sure wanted to be, but we weren't. So anyway, let's play another song here. Yeah. And then come back and we'll talk a little bit about Rush, speaking of them.
Oh,
anyway. So this next one is called Dimensional Drift. Let's get it up here. And see you on the other side. Right, man.
Yeah.
So Scarlet B did that one, huh?
Yeah. I think that's right. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
See
She's
it
got
down
the
there.
logo down there.
Pretty cool, man.
Thank you.
So that's kind of like dimensional drift. That explains like a Annie going from dimension to dimension, drifting through, right?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. So you went to go see Rush, huh?
Oh, yeah. That was a good show last night. They
How was that, man? Tell us about it.
Well, it was a makeup show. I had been scheduled to go on the 30th, and they canceled like just minutes or maybe an hour before doors opened, because Getty had laryngitis and bronchitis, and so they canceled that show and the next show and took 2 weeks off. And so they came back and they're doing another show Monday and then heading to Chicago to complete the tour. So they didn't miss any other dates. They just basically took those 2 dates and moved them back because the 2 week break was planned anyway. And so they just moved those 2 dates to the end of the 2 weeks, and he's back. You could tell he wasn't 100% yet. Wasn't sounding as good as he did the first night I got to hear him, but still sounding really good. The band in general sounds great. The venue sounded like absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
It's the venue did not do them justice. There was the loudest sound in the building was the building itself singing this really low note, and it just rumbled at this one consistent pitch, no matter what key the band was in. The venue was just singing an E flat.
Hmm.
Now, you got a song in E, that sounds pretty bad. You got a song in D, that sounds pretty bad. You got a song in A, that sounds pretty bad. You got a song in F sharp, that sounds pretty bad. I just named the 4 most common keys.
Yes. Oh, man.
Yeah. So but if you plugged your ears really tight with foam earplugs in them, you could suddenly hear the band really well. And
How
so
about
that's what I did for a while. But no, it was they were really good, and their new drummer. It's so funny. Getty pronounces her name with her in the room as Annika Niles, but she says Annika Niles in most of her videos. So it's like, is he just trolling us because people spent 40 years pronouncing his other drummer's name wrong?
Yeah. Peart? Is it Pert?
Yeah.
Pert plus? Is that?
Yeah. But no, it was a lot of fun. Had a pretty good view. I'm old, so I like to sit down. So of course I was behind the only 2 people in my section that were standing.
Yeah. Of
And
course.
So,
yeah. Remember the last show I went to was a Lettuce show, and they played with Atlanta Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
And for the first 2 songs, everybody was just like sit down. And then I think, and there's like a bunch of like hippies and stuff there, man, and this one girl, she's like standing up jamming. So the event staff started like getting onto her. So like 200 hippies all stood up at once. So then that rule was like out.
Yeah.
Like now you could just do what you want.
Yeah.
You stand up, walk around, whatever. Nobody cared.
It's funny. I've always been. I'm there to. I'm just so interested in the music. When I go to a concert, I do remember. It's funny. It was probably a decade ago. I can't remember. I remember reading. I think it was in an interview with Getty where he was saying, he was like asked about his ideal as someone going to a concert, not someone performing a concert, what his ideal concert going experience would be. And he said, basically everyone gets to their seat, sits down, grabs the venue supplied set of studio grade headphones that's plugged into the front of house mix. They sit down, they put them on, and they sit there quietly and they enjoy the show.
Wow. Yeah. That would be kind of cool.
And I'm like, I'm right there with you actually. The worst thing about going to a concert is the fact that other people are there.
Yeah. Especially when you get like pit seats and there's no seats.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no seats. It says you're in pit seat 12 and you get there, there's no seats.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
do you mean pit seat?
Yeah. Luckily floor seats at a Rush concert are still actual seats.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they came to Atlanta. They either coming to Atlanta or came to Atlanta, and yeah, I just can't go. So
Yeah, yeah. They haven't been through there yet. They started in LA and it's cool. They're doing these little mini residencies. So they did 4 nights in LA and then 2 nights in Mexico City. It was supposed to be 4 nights in Dallas, but it was 2 and 2. And then they're going to Chicago. And then it may be Atlanta after that. I can't remember. But yeah, they're kind of working their way east, and then they're going to cut back through because in September they're in San Antonio for 2 nights. And then toward I guess it's next year, they head overseas at their age.
I mean, I don't blame them. They've been doing it their whole life. I mean, what
Yeah.
else is there to do?
Yeah, yeah. Well, and
Just, I
they
mean, it's
said-
besides
they said
to
in an
sit
interview
home
they've
and
been-
enjoy your millions of dollars because they got it.
Mhm.
They got it. Maybe they're just trying to make Annika a millionaire now.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Let her get some too.
Yeah, let's anoint a superstar on our way out.
Yeah, because I mean, who knows? They're probably not going to be around forever, but she's pretty young, so she might
Yeah,
go on and do big
she's
things.
Early 40s.
Mm-hmm. She
Yeah.
go on and do big things.
And she toured with Jeff Beck. That's how
Right.
Getty found her.
Okay.
His bass tech was Jeff's guitar tech, and
Huh.
so he mentioned to Getty, "Hey, there's this drummer you should check out."
Yeah.
And Getty had her name in his hip pocket for a few years, from what I understand, or a year or 2 anyway, because he was always wondering, hey, maybe I'll do a solo album,
Yeah.
So now that would have been an interesting thing, a Getty solo album with her drumming.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was really good. A lot of
So-
fun. Couple of emotional moments, tributes to Neil. Even got a nice little tribute to John in there, John Rutsey, their first drummer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was fun.
Right. So what's a projected date? Maybe you think you'll have an album?
Oh
like,
my goodness,
for
dude.
sale?
That is hard to say right now. We're hoping by the end of the year, but that's even
Right.
that
Projected.
pushing it.
Maybe a New Year's album, huh?
Yeah. We'll see. We're gonna it's like I said, I've got to get all the demos put together and actually in a state where we can kind of listen to the whole thing through, really absorb it, make sure we've got everything in place, and then we start actual production. So, like I said, real close to being done with pre-production.
And so we got another song here, and what's this one called, Tavian?
Oh, is this the big one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is this one's going to be called, oh, whoops, I didn't mean
Uh-oh,
that.
sorry.
This is called Voices Made of Strings is what it's going to be called on the album. This goes back, I can't remember when we first performed this as just its original instrumental form, but this is the first time that we played it through with some vocals on the chorus.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, this is the first song off the album. And like I said, it'll be a normal 5-minute, 7-minute length with actual verses, not just vocals on the chorus. It'll have actual verses as well.
But I mean, in my experience, most of the best bands, you listen to the album, it's 5-6 minutes song, and then they play it live 12-15 minutes.
Yeah,
and it's phenomenal. They expand on each part and just make it great.
Yeah,
man. So here we go. Voices Made of Strings. And okay. Yeah,
Cool.
man. Those lyrics do it a lot of awesomeness, no doubt.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
It really just, it's like the little cherry on top, man. It is. It is. And it's so every song's going to have a little lyric to it.
Oh, no. Well, every song's going to have lyrics throughout.
Throughout the album, correct?
Yeah, throughout the whole song is what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be verses with full lyrics on the verses
okay.
and everything. Yeah.
Sweet, man. This is going to be cool as crap. Y'all have to do like a album party when it's all done, and we'll just sit around and talk smack in the chat, and y'all talk about what y'all did.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah, we can do that
Anyway.
for sure.
And so that's about it for tonight. I got one more song, but so where can everybody find Mr. Tavian if they wanted to reach out?
Well, you can find me at Chaoctavian on Twitter, but really I'm rarely on my own my own X page. I'm usually just on the Atomic Annie, so it's at Atomic Annie OP1, and all my links there is on screen. You can find everything about us there. I mean, all our different links are there, and then you've got our subscribestar.com/atomic-annie, and then the allmylinks.com/ what was that, atomic-annie-music. So you've got all the links right there, Matt. Coming up on screen.
Just in case somebody wanted to reach out to you personally. I didn't know if you had if you wanted to tell people about it.
I've got my own X, but like I said, I'm rarely out there. I'm usually on the Atomic Annie one if I'm on X at all. So, and you can DM us. We don't have them closed, I don't think. So feel free to reach out.
All right. Well, always a pleasure, Mr. Tavian. I can't wait for this album to come out, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Just as excited as you guys are, man. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you know that, man. There's a lot of people out there just as excited as you guys are. We've just seen the development through the years, man. It's been a fun ride, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. And it's been fun putting the lyrics together, trying to not be too on the nose with everything, and try to come up with there's a lot of musical language used throughout the lyrics to kind of guide the world along, and so it's been a lot of fun finding ways to express things in musical terms, finding ways to express quantum mechanics in musical terms.
Hey, if anybody can do it, I know you can, man. I've heard some of the things you said, and I'm like, what the hell did he just say? Is he speaking hieroglyphics or something? What is he talking about? But I kind of get it in the same sense, because I did take some musical theory classes in college, and it blowed me away too. It was like, what? Are you serious? But fun stuff, man. So we're gonna get out of here with one more song. It's a D minor groove. Yeah, man. We look forward to Thursday night, man. We'll see you guys soon.
All right, sounds good. Well,
you can catch Atomic Annie every Thursday night when they're available at 10 p.m. Eastern.
That's correct.
I cut you off. What would you say?
No, I was just saying, cool, man.
Yeah, man. All right, buddy.
All right,
we'll see you soon.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right. Good night.
Peace,
good night,
man.
everybody.
All right, I got one more song. There it is. Go full screen and play it. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Comic Annie, ladies and gentlemen. Album coming soon. We will see you all next time. Peace.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.